Chef Jason here. Thanks for joining me in the Sunset Produce Test Kitchens up here in Leamington, Ontario. Today we're doing a great recipe for you of Pico de Gaillo, which is one of the biggest condiments used in the United States, believe it or not, more so than ketchup. This Pico de Gaillo, though, we're going to make with a really unique product called our Kumato tomatoes. Kumato tomatoes are brown tomatoes. They're actually an heirloom seed that are grown in our hothouses. They're really unique because, funny enough, the more brown they get, the more ripe they are. So it's unusual, something you're not used to, but they've got a beautiful flavor, meaty, they're not overly sweet, and they're great in this application. So we're going to start off by basically chopping up our Kumato tomatoes. What we want to do is we just want to get the Kumato as small as possible. Pico de Gaillo is a great condiment used in all kinds of different ways. We use this one here specifically for roast chicken as a garnish. It's really fantastic with a fresh piece of fish as well. As you'll see in the recipe here, we're going to incorporate a whole bunch of citrus into this recipe as well. And I think that it'll really lend itself well to complementing a heavier piece of meat as well. You can actually probably serve this as a condiment aside to a flat iron steak or a roasted pork chop. The Kumato tomatoes, much meatier and beefier than sort of regular vine tomatoes or even red tomatoes. And chop that up, perfect. We're going to do a little yellow pepper into our Pico de Gaillo as well. Again, what I'm trying to do is I want to try and cut everything as uniformly the same size as possible. Take out the pith here. Perfect. Chop this down. And we're just basically going to do it like a julienne. And then cut them into little dice. Almost like we're making our own sauce. Pretty much the same thing. Perfect. Alright. Throw this in the bowl. You don't have to be as precise cutting, obviously, as I'm cutting right now, but you can definitely make it a little more coarse. Another trick for you to actually do is you might be able to use your food processor. You can put all the ingredients into your food processor, just pulse it a few times, and pull it out. That's a really fast way of doing it. It doesn't necessarily look as pretty, but it definitely does the job. Tastes great. It won't beat the tomatoes up too much as long as you don't puree it that much. This is the kind of condiment dressing that you really want to make, you know, a day or a couple days before you want to use it. Like if you have some friends coming over, or even for the kids or family, you know, you want to keep this. You want to keep this in the fridge as a piece, a condiment that can stay and marinate itself over and over. It's got a good shelf life for 2 or 3 weeks in the fridge. Use a little bit of jalapeno here. Obviously, we don't use a ton of jalapeno. It's got a little spice to it, so obviously the spicier you like the Pico de Gaillo, you can throw more chili in there, or you can throw more jalapeno in there. Perfect. Great. And then the last sort of ingredient, we're going to put in some fresh basil here before we make our dressing. Chop that up. Perfect. Amazing. And then, what makes our Pico de Gaillo unique is we're going to actually use some cucumbers. Want to cut it down so they're nice and thin. This is really going to add some refreshingness to, especially if you like your spicy jalapenos that you've added in there. Have a really nice crunch to it. Cucumbers are refreshing and goes really well with fish. Perfect. We'll throw that in. Great. Now, very simple dressing for this Pico de Gaillo. You can put, you really can dress with a lot of things. The way we're sort of making it today is we're going to use some fresh lemon juice. Pour that in. So taking the juice of 1 lemon. We use a lime as well. So we have the juice of 1 lime going in. Squeeze that right out. Perfect. All right. Got a little bit of white balsamic vinegar I'm going to add in here. And then some cracked black pepper. This is going to be our dressing for our pico de gallo. Just going to pour it over top. Beautiful smell coming off this. A little bit of fleur de sel. Now we have a really simple and unique pico de gallo that we can serve with fish, with meat, really any application you like. Or if you really want to serve something nice now, you can do some fresh nacho chips and pico de gallo as a dip. Great, and then, so we have a nice presentation there. Something a little different and fun.